Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and today we are looking at Timeless 3 by FabFilter. But first, going to kick off with a brand new single that just dropped only hours ago by Kev Hart's Metal Shack. This is Mother of Mercy. Kev Hart, Metal Shack, Mother of Mercy, just dropped today. Sick stuff. Hey, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the show. This is How to App on iOS, where every day, well, 5 days a week maybe 6, we look at apps and making music and video and interviews with musicians and developers and sometimes a live gig or two. There's a Facebook link if you want to join the Facebook group. That is right there. It's not working for me today. It's right there. It's How to App on iOS. It's called We All Rise Together, so you can join it there. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. It is youtube.com/Jade Starr. And the show is broadcast live every day on the Twitch at twitch.tv/HowToApp on iOS. Plus, you can always join the Patreon at patreon.com/Jade Starr, where every weekend I master your music and give away codes for apps and such. Let's say hello to people who are here in the chat. Hello to Thomas Christ. Hello, Gregory O'Sullivan. Hello to Payin to Get. Ding, ding. Hello, Brad Example. Good to see you. Kev does write amazing songs. And Brad says, I haven't heard one yet that I didn't love. Yes. Hello, Bear. Hope you're doing well. And Pete Johns. Hello, Pete. I hope you're doing well also. And I've got all these comments now I can put up. It's so cool. Hey, Kevlin Music. What's going on? Kevlin. Look what I got, Kev. I'm going to show you here. Look at this. I don't know if you've seen these. I got these last week. They were inspired by you, Kevlin. Let's see if I can go full screen. Can I? Turn off these comments. How do I turn off comments? There we go. Boom. I got a pair of guitar earrings. Look at those. Look at those. They're pretty cool. I was inspired by your video of your guitar earrings. Did I already tell you? Oh, man, I'm stupid. It's the painkillers that I'm on. You got to understand, I'm on painkillers at the moment. Patron, yeah. Hey, Gary Hubbs, what's going on? Gary Hubbs, let's bring up your little comment there. Hey, Kev Hollywood, boom. You're wearing yours right now. I would wear mine, but I forgot all about it. Alrighty. Hey, I hope you're all doing well. Good in the hood. Today we're looking at a really cool app. It's really, really awesome. It's a FabFilter app. Of course it's cool. It's a delay app. I'm going to play some guitar, going to put on some vocals, and we're going to put on some tracks. It is Timeless 3. It's been out for a little while. I wish I could have done it last week or earlier this week. I just had so many other apps to get through, and it was on sale, but now it's not, unfortunately. Let's have a look at price drops, because there's still plenty of apps that are on sale that have gone way past the deadline. So looking at yesterday, 4Pocket still have a bunch of apps. TalkWorks, Drum Surgeon, Harmonic Exciter. Nano Studio is still on sale. Pete, still on sale. Riffler, which is the guitar riff generator, that's on sale as well, half price. What do we got here? All of the Synthscaper, Fieldscaper, Soundscaper, Soundsaw, they're all still on sale as well. I think all the Eventide apps are still on sale as well, so that's cool. What else do I have as I skip through? So as you can see, there's still a massive amount of apps still on sale. LumaFusion's still on sale, so if you haven't done that, Bleace apps are all still on sale. Audio kit apps are still on sale. And as I said, all of the Eventide ones I saw were still on sale as well. As we skip through, where's Eventide? We'll get to Eventide and stop. All the Clevgrand apps are still on sale as well. So if you haven't got those, and we get to Eventide and Cubasis still on sale as well. There you go. Good stuff. All right, but we're looking at today, we are looking at Timeless. It is a delay app, and it is effing incredible. It's absolutely worth your money, and it has a price tag, US, so Timeless 3 is currently, there it is, $24.99. So it's got a price tag, but I'm telling you now, if you get this, if you purchase this for one delay app, I don't think you're going to need any other delay apps. This does it all. It's seriously, yeah. Look, I would do it, Gary. I would pull it. Seems though that video you sent me today, of what you're looking at doing, it'll make it so much easier with green screen stuff. I'd pull the trigger on it and go the trial for a month with the just go the trial. I don't know how long you get for the trial for Storyblocks, but it would really help with what you're trying to do with the green screen stuff. Good shit. All right, so $24.99 this is. Now, I know people may be screaming, but $24.99? But if you went and bought this on your computer or your Mac, how much would it be? Shall we find out? Timeless 3 FabFilter PC. Let's see how much it would be. Delay plugin on PC compared to $24.99. Oh, it just says buy now. It doesn't have a price. Should we check the buy now thing? Check out. How much is it? Whoa. Oh, that's $199. Is that right? I think so. $199. There it is. $129. $129. So if you're complaining about $24.99, just imagine you could be buying it on PC or Mac and you're spending $129. And you know what? It's an exact one-to-one port. So, don't think that iOS has a different version of it. It's exactly the same. Alrighty, let's jump in, shall we, as I close Facebook so I don't get any annoying messages. And let's have a play around with it, shall we? Ooh. All right, so I'm going to open up in a project today, and it's this little jazz project that I had from last week. Hello, different styles. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Thomas Christ says, I can't recommend Luma Fusion enough. I can't either. It's damn good. It is absolutely worth every cent. You'll get so much use out of it. It'll be ridiculous, Gary Hubs. All right, so I have this project in here. I used this project last week to show off Volcano. So I'm going to use the same project. This is this funky jazz number. Shall we have a listen to it? Pull down the volume a little bit. Let's do it. Yeah! Groovy tunes. So what I've got here is this whole piece split up into individual tracks. So we've got drums here. Then we've got bass. Then we've got some guitar, a bit of funky guitar. Then we've got some keys. Then we've got a bit of percussion happening. And last, we got the saxophone. And none of these have any effects on them at the moment. So as you'll see up the top there, I have a copy of, let's get rid of that comment there. We have a copy of Timeless running across all of them. And you should be able to see up the top there, my DSP is only running at 21%. So that's pretty cool. I've got, 7 of these running, and it's not really taking up much processing power at all. That's really, really cool. I've got a vocal on here as well. And I'm using this brand new mic, which I'm currently reviewing, and we'll be doing a show on this next week. This is the Elktron, the BC800V2. It's a dynamic mic. There it is in all of its glory. So I'll be using this today for some vocals. Hello. Hey, baby. Yeah. Oh. Cool. But we'll do that a little bit later. And alrighty. Let's start off with the drums, and we'll run through what this app can do. We'll open it up. So when you first open it up, it'll probably take you to a default setting here. This is the default setting. So if we just hit play, let's see what it does just on the default. Nice. Let's run through some of the controls. So what I'm going to do is just go up here where our presets are, and I'm going to set this to clean. So everything's pretty damn clean. I'm going to, and then we'll run through what everything does. Let me just move that back there. Okie dokie. See you later, Gary. Don't work too hard. All right, so you've got 3 sections of this. 3 sections. Over here, you have your actual delays. So here you can see the length of each delay and the level of it. As it goes down, it gets less. All right. Over here, we have an EQ, which you can add points to. And down here are your master controls for everything. So these are your 3 main sections. If we hit play, you can see the delays moving across. So they light up each time that it's happening. Now the big button in the middle down the bottom, this controls the length or how many delays, how long. So if I start turning this up, you can see we're getting longer delays. If I stop this, we've still got delays going. Still going. Pretty cool. And next to that, we have the feedback. So this is the length of the delays. And as you can see, it's only at like, 11 o'clock. So, I mean, if I turn this all the way up, you can see what happens on the left-hand side. The volumes get louder. Yeah. So now if I start playing this, the delays are longer and they're going to go on forever. So let's stop that. And this could go on forever. And it is. Look at that. Forever and ever. Delays forever. Good morning, not a box. Pretty sick delays. Let's pull this feedback knob back down. And pull back the delay and kill that. There you go. So now we're back to 0. Pretty awesome. Yeah, eternal delays, man. Really cool. So they're your 2 main buttons there, which is your delay and your feedback. So how long you want it to go. You also have a wet mix over here. And next to that is this little width button. So you can go from stereo down to mono. And you can see what happens. See, as I'm turning that up to stereo, it's wider. And then when I go down to mono, it sits in the middle. And you have a mix button right here on the end. Well, this is to take out. And you'll see when I lift that all the way, the first line here disappears, giving you the signal that the original sound source is gone. So now if I hit play, all you're going to get is the delay. And we can bring in the original kit. And you see as we bring in that mix, the delays get shorter. Pretty cool. So the pretty basic controls down the bottom there. What's awesome is you have down to the bottom left hand side, you've got these 5 little controls. So you've got a drive, you've got a lo-fi, a diffuse, which is almost like a reverb. You've got a dynamics, which works as a gate if you pull it to the left, and a compressor limiter if you move it to the right, and you've got some pitch here. So let's run through those. We'll hit play. And let's turn up the drive. Hello, Sean Chandler. I hope you're doing well. So with each of these, you've got to turn them on, and you'll see there's a little on switch. And then once it's on, let's pump it up and give it some drive. So now if I pull out the original mix, so it's a really good way of keeping your main signal of whatever instrument you've got in there or vocal, and just giving a bit of dirt to the delay, just to, you know, drag it through the mud a little bit without destroying the actual original sound source. Yeah, so that's really cool. And you can, you know, you don't have to have your delay as wide or long as what I have that for. But let's check out the lo-fi. We'll hit play again on these drums. So we'll take out the original mix here. And we'll bring back in the original mix. Pretty cool stuff there. So it's a real like a sound destroyer, bit crusher kind of thing going on there. Let's go through the diffuse, which is really ace as well. We'll hit play and bring up the diffuse. So you can see it's almost like a reverby shimmer. Let's go all the way. So really cool to create some interesting effects when it's down low. We'll turn that off. Let's check out the dynamics. So it starts in the middle, this one. So when you pull it back, you'll see it'll start limiting, gating, almost like a gate. So you can hear it's got this small kind of gate thing going on there. And then when we turn it up all the other way to the right, it's more of a compressor expander kind of thing. You can see those levels getting louder as I take out the main source. So that's your dynamics button. We'll go back to the start of that. And the last one is pitch. Pitch has got a few more controls in it. So we'll hit play again and let's mess around with the pitch. Now remember, all of these effects only affect the delays, right? So that's your main source is fine. So we'll turn this on, the pitch. And first we'll go down. Let's take it up. Now this little button just above here, switches it so it moves the pitch to one side. So you're getting a stereo, like an auto stereo kind of mix over here with this tiny little button there. Let's play it. I'll turn it on and off so you can hear. And just to the right of that, this button, when you hold this down, you get this inside feedback. So basically what's happening with the inside, the difference between you've got outside feedback and inside feedback. When you have inside feedback selected, the pitch will rise. And when you have outside feedback, it'll actually rise and then drop back to normal pitch, if that makes sense. Let's have a play. So it's almost creating a melody. Let's go between the two. So it's doing a rise. That's really, really interesting stuff, the way they've set that up. Hello, Russ. You're about to head to bed because, folks, Russ is heading on a jet plane tomorrow and heading over to the US. So he's got to get his beauty sleep. So he'll need to sleep for about 3 days. I owed you that for yesterday. And hope you have a safe journey, Russ, and land safely in the US. We will be in touch, I'm sure. All right, let's keep going on with this. So that's the pitch. Now I want to cover the delays. Get back to the middle button here with the delays. So as I said from the beginning, this middle button controls your delay, but you'll notice this little ring on the outside. This controls your left and right panning. So if I start turning this, you'll see the line on the left, up the top, is actually moving outside. So you're able to get some really interesting off stereo pans, delays. Let's play this. I'll bring it back. Cool, we'll cover freezing soon once I get this on a guitar track. Let's cover one more thing before we move into LFOs and stuff like that. Up the top here, you'll see there's a little section that says taps and a little down arrow. If I click the little down arrow, you get some little presets up here. So a 4 tap left to right, 4 tap down ramp, and a default and a random. So if we just hit random, look at that, it just creates some random stuff for you. So if we hit play now. See you later, Kev. And we can go through these. And before we move on, this is really cool. So if you click on this little arrow up the top here, if I get this right, click on the little tap. There we go. So you'll see it stretches out, and what this gives you now, with my finger, I can actually double tap and draw in my own taps wherever I want, and I can change by drawing the level of these. I can change the panning of these. You'll see each of them that pops up there, it has its own little menu each time I touch it. So if I touch this one here, you'll see there's a little menu down here which you can control the panning, the level, but I can just drag these around wherever I want. I can put taps wherever I want here. And now when I hit play, so there's an absolute mountain of control you have over this app with your delays, your taps. Also, down here, if I click on the little delay, where are we? Do the right thing. Is it this one? It's that one. So you've actually got your resolutions over here. So you can change to half notes. You can change to 18ths, dotteds. Then over to the left-hand side of this main button, you'll see here you have ping pong. You can choose ping pong left and right, or ping pong right and left. And what's really cool, right up the top here, and this right next to, that's like a little snowflake. If I hold this down and then hit play, so we've got our delays, and now if I press it, it freezes the delays, which I'll show you soon is really handy for guitars. You can still hear that going in the background. So it's almost like a looper. So you could kind of loop a guitar delay and then keep playing over the top. And as soon as you press that again, everything kicks off. Cool. Let's add this to some guitar and show you some stuff. So here's our guitar track. And let's talk about the EQ, because you have pretty much the same equivalent of something like Pro Q3 here. So you can add in as many dots as you want just by double tapping. So you can add a whole bunch of dots here, and you can go in and change all this, change your EQ, and this will affect the reverbs, the delays. And again, each time you touch one of these dots, a menu pops up for you. So you can change from a high pass to a band pass. The same selections as what you would get for pretty much all FabFilter apps. So a notch. We'll stick with a high pass. So you've got all that control, and the best part, let's stop this. Let's have a look at what shall we do? We'll actually go back and start it from a clean palette here. And I'll just turn these on, these two on. So you can turn these on and off whenever you want as well. They have little on buttons up here. So we've just got a pretty standard low cut and high cut here. If we hit play, cool. Now, if you saw my show on Saturn or Volcano, you'll understand that there's this little section down the bottom here where you can add modulation. So this is where things can get really, really out of control. Exactly the same setup as a Volcano. You've got sliders, XY controllers, XLFOs, envelope generators, envelope followers, and new MIDI source. So you've got all this exact same stuff as what is found in Volcano 3. So let's just add an LFO. And there's a standard LFO. And again, if you want to connect this LFO, you can virtually connect it to anything. You can connect it to the drive, lo-fi, diffuse, dynamics, delay, the panning, the feedback, the outside of the feedback. You can even connect it to these sections up here. So if I add this there, and now when I hit play, now you can see we've got movement happening from the LFO with this low cut. We can add this to the high. Let's add another node in here. And we'll add this up there. So now you can see we've got movement. We can add one of these to the delay. And now you can see the delays are actually moving along with the LFO. We can, by dragging on the LFO up or down, we can speed it up. We can add this to, say, the pitch. Turn it on. You can get pretty messy with this, yeah? It is really nice, different styles. All right, what else can we add? So we can actually add to this, if we hit the plus, a slider. And you can name these sliders whatever you want. So I can touch this little slider down here. Let's move this up a little bit. And again, why is it not letting me name it? Come on, let me name it. For some reason, I can't name it right now. Could earlier. But what you can do is you can connect this as well to anything. So like a drive. And if I turn this drive up about halfway, now with this controller, I can control the drive with this. I could even add this LFO over here as well. Exactly, Thomas. A lot of deep functionality. And anytime you click on these, you'll see exactly what's connected. So you can see the XY is connected, the LFO is connected. I can even take this, I can add another slider here, and I can drag this onto the LFO and control the frequency within here. And why would I do that, you ask? Well, because you have this little arrow over here, which I can click, and it'll get rid of all those ugly LFOs for you. So all you can end up having is these little sliders here down the bottom, which makes it nice and easy to control. You can also add things like a, let's go in here and add a XY controller. So now we've got a little pad here. And again, you can add these to virtually anything. I can add this up here. I can take the Y controller to maybe the wet dry mix. So now when we hit play, what is LFO? You don't know what an LFO is. So let's show you what an LFO is. Let that stop. So you see these patterns down here. See how this goes up and down, this little curved bell shape here. See that, how it goes up and down? If we close this out, you can see there's many of them, exactly. Low frequency oscillator. So you can see the pattern here goes like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. So when I connect that to something, it's, see how these patterns are going, wow, 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 wow. And if I move that and make more of them, it actually is speeding it up and making it faster and slower. So when I pull it down and there's less peaks and valleys, it's running slower. And when I make more of them, it's running faster. So now if I connect this to something and hit play, this feedback thing starts moving really fast or really slow. So it controls the knob. So with the waves that are going like this, it's now controlling that knob, turning the speed of that, yeah? So that's how that works. So yeah, you can get pretty crazy with this shit. Alrighty, so they are pretty much all the basic functions that happen with this that you can do. There's a whole lot more things you can add here. You've got down the bottom here a master, so an in and out, so volume. You got a channel left and right down here, MIDI learn, all this kind of stuff. Let's have a listen to some of the presets, because there's a whole lot of presets in here. Under medium, you have a whole bunch of medium multi-taps and delays. So let's just hit play and listen to what these do. See you later, Notterbox. Pretty cool. And like I said in the volcano episode I did last week, it's a really good idea, now that you have a basic understanding of what this does, and what this whole section down here does, when you load up a preset, you can see these things that have already added. So you can see here, there's a ducking volume control here. And when you click on these buttons, it tells you where they're connected. So this has been connected to the wet level over here. And if I hold on this filter, this is connected to the wet level as well. So whatever you add, you can see what's added to it. So we'll run through some of these now. The guitar's a perfect thing to show. Sounds cool. Let's give it a bit of kind of reverb. Beautiful. So this is more of a digital delay. So we've got a flutter that's happening here, and that is because these LFOs are connected to the delay offset and dynamics. So there's a lot of panning going on in this one. Really nice, going from left to right. And you can see there's always this display here showing you how it's going from left to right, being controlled by the LFO. So I've slowed it down now. I can make it much faster. And how it's doing that, it's connected to this wet mix. So you can see it's going back and forward from the LFO. So it's turning up the wet mix and down, back and forward, and that's how you're getting that. So there's a crap load of stuff. This is just the medium that we're in right now. Let's have a listen to Slapback. We'll jump over to the sax and start messing around with that a bit. Let's check out some of these long reverbs that are in here. We've got a dark, endless, evolved. A panned wobble. Hi and bye, Kim. Good luck with your song. Boom. So you also have some like reverb effects in here as well. So it's possible to use this as a reverb. Let's bring everything back in. Sounds beautiful. So it's a dry mix. You You also have things like modulation, which is what an LFO does, yeah? So this is a really short delay. We've got some special effects in here as well. Let's create a chiptune delay. So the lo-fi has been put on this. Let's add some drive. Wow, listen to that. So it's almost like a shimmer. Let's have a listen to it on some vocals. So grab my new mic here that I'm testing out at the moment. Let's turn this one down. Hello. So I've got this mic here. Let's add the delay here. Whoa, hey. Boom. Let's go into the reverbs. Whoa. This is like a lush. This is a lush vocal ambient. Boom, bum, 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 ba down. Yeah. Ooh. Hey. Got a mono room sound here. Let's have a look at some long reverbs. Oh, yeah. Some special effects, maybe. Whoa, yeah. So you want to create some really crazy vocals. What else do we have in here? Some blurred textures. We've also got some rhythmic stuff. Whoa. How cool is that? What's up? Wait. So you can actually. Hey. We've got like a large shimmer. Oh my, yeah. A lo-fi octave. There is some really demented stuff. We've got some vocal thickening here. So think of it as well. You can actually use the pitch as well. So we've got the dynamics are on here. We've got a bit of the diffuse a bit of overdrive to roughen up the vocal, but it's a really tight, you can see how tight this delay is. And then we could even add some pitch on here and just change it a little bit. Wow! And now you've got this doubling effect. Whoa, listen to the music. Really cool for vocals. There's a lot of cool vocal tricks you can use this for. Definitely very cool for vocals. An octave up. Let's see, what else do we have? A tiny slide. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. And you can see that with this one, there's a whole lot of different LFOs running down here. Let's bring back this mic. So look, the possibilities with this app are absolutely endless. It is the Swiss Army knife of delays. It's an incredible app. Absolutely worth the price. I say you buy something like this, you're not going to need another delay. This is going to be your delay. It's going to be great for everything. Great for guitar, great for drums, great for vocals. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do with this. At the end of the day, let's just cut through the shit. FabFilter make some of the best apps. Super interfaces. You get what you pay for at the end of the day, and this is no exception. It is absolutely incredible. Really easy to pick up. There's lots of videos online if you want to watch and learn how to do it if this one wasn't enough and you're thinking about buying this, because they try to make it as simple as possible to use and give you as much options as possible. That's it for me today. I'm done. Tomorrow we are looking at another cool app which is just dropped by Kymatica, who are behind Kymatic, who make Audio Share, AUM, whole bunch of really cool apps. So if you know Audio Share and AUM, this thing's really good. It is AUv3 FX Push, and it is a compressor, really lightweight AUv3 compressor. So you're going to love that tomorrow. And then I'll just let you know what's happening on the day after. So there's tomorrow's app, AUv3 FX Push. And guess what's after that? Our interview this week is with Ryan Robinson, the developer of Zoa and SDSX. So there you go. We've got a developer on the show, and it's going to be really cool. He also makes music, and we're going to be talking about his experience as a developer. He's only a new developer. He's only got 3 apps out, and we're going to be talking about how he makes music, how he got into the development game, and his experiences with people who buy apps and with Apple. So it's going to be a fascinating interview this week. I hope you can join me for that. Anyway, guys, as usual, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And remember, we all rise together. Take it easy, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of How to App on iOS. Bye-bye.